Here on Voices, we like to help you make ends meet, and tonight we're taking a closer look at the hidden costs of owning a home, and the costs are rapidly rising. Get this, Bankrate says U.S. homeowners are now paying an average of about $18,000 a year on property taxes, homeowners insurance, maintenance, energy, and various other expenses linked to owning a home. And we have a snapshot of the situation specifically in New York State, where costs are even higher. We've seen a 25% increase over just the past 4 years when it comes to the cost of home ownership, jumping from about 18 grand in 2020 to almost $23,000 today. Joining me now to delve deeper into this topic is Jeff Ostrowski from Bankrate, co-writer on this report. We really appreciate you taking time to speak with us. And I'll start with just the basic question. I mean, what are some of the main drivers going into this spike?
Yeah, well, as you mentioned, everything is more expensive now than it was a few years ago. So homeowners insurance has been going up. Property taxes have been rising along with home values. The big driver really is maintenance and repairs. And so that's sort of the surprise thing that gets a lot of first-time buyers. You can expect as a homeowner to spend thousands of dollars a year on just ongoing maintenance and repairs. But I will add the caveat, those are statewide numbers. I would guess that your region is probably a little bit below the state average, and the New York metro area is probably a bit above that average.
Yeah, owning a home in New York City, even more expensive, no doubt. It's interesting when you look at how inflation has changed, right? We had crazy high peaks, a year or two ago, and it's come down. But the cost of owning a home has been one of those things, I've heard it called sticky inflation, right? It hasn't the increase hasn't come down as fast as some other things. Is that still kind of keep catching people off guard as you think inflation's improving, but maybe not here?
Yeah, well, inflation's improving, but that doesn't mean costs are coming down. So it's the prices are still going up. They're just not going up at the same rate. And that's especially true in the housing market. Home prices are very sticky, to use that word that you just deployed. Sellers aren't going to take a loss on a home, or they're not going to sell a house for less than they think it's worth. So instead of selling at a loss, they'll just keep the house. But I think that the real factor with home prices is just the supply and demand equation. There aren't enough homes for sale, and there are a lot of people who want to buy homes, and so home prices are high, and then all of these costs associated with owning a home are high as well.
Finally, Jeff, what are some of the proactive steps that folks can take to try to fight back against this, right? Or is there anything you can do?
Yeah, that's a good question. There's not a whole lot of wiggle room around a lot of these costs. So in New York State, one big factor is property insurance. You can't negotiate your property insurance. You do have property taxes. You can't negotiate your property taxes. In terms of property insurance, you can shop around a bit. Your region is one where there is some availability and competition among carriers, so you can shop around for your homeowner's insurance. And then the big wild card is just maintenance and repairs, and how long can you put certain things off? Should you put certain things off? How much should you spend on things like renovating the kitchen or putting on a new roof? So those are all real wild cards for homeowners. And our goal with this piece was just to give first-time buyers especially a heads up that when you close on the house, that's just the starting line in terms of a lot of these ongoing expenses.
Yeah, no doubt. Jeff Ostrowski from Bankrate. Make sure to check out that article. Jeff, thank you so much.
All right, thank you.